Joining us live now from Washington, D.C. is Margaret Brennan, moderator of Face the Nation. Margaret, thank you for joining us. And what a week it has been, focused on immigrant families separated at the border. First, the president saying it's up to Congress to fix it, and then he signs an executive order and then takes to Twitter this morning, essentially undermining a bill currently in Congress. What does all of this mean for the families who are being stopped at the border?
Well, for the president's own party, it has left a lot of Republicans scratching their heads saying, look, we tried to come up with a legislative fix, but now you're not supporting it. What are we supposed to do? So people in Washington are confused when it comes to what the president is actually trying to accomplish here, since it now appears he doesn't want an immigration overhaul, at least not before November. When it comes to the actual happenings at the border, that executive order the president signed earlier this week is just a temporary fix. Remember, that overall policy of criminally prosecuting those who cross illegally into the United States, we don't know if the Trump administration is going to revert to it after a certain time, or whether they will reverse that more permanently. And so it is not clear that this is in any way resolved in the near term, or whether the Trump administration has found other ways to send people back to their home countries, deport them more quickly.
And Margaret, the president today appeared at that press conference with families whose loved ones were killed by undocumented immigrants. Is this his administration's attempt to try to change the narrative?
Well, the president has been clearly responding to an upsetting outcry on his perspective that he claims this is all a hardline policy that he adopted because of a security threat. That is how he is defining the kind of undocumented immigrants coming across the border right now. Of course, his description is in contrast to the pictures, the images, the stories, and the families that we are seeing come across. However, the president did welcome to the White House today, as you said, families who have suffered horribly, who have lost loved ones in sometimes really violent crimes at the hands of undocumented immigrants. And so for him, redefining this in security terms rather on issues of whether this is a humane policy or not, help feed into a strength of his, particularly one that he has been cheered for among his base.
All right, Margaret Brennan, very good to see you as always. And Margaret will have much more on what's happening in Washington, D.C. on Face the Nation Sunday morning at 10:30, only right here on CBS 4.